Man, these guys are legit.
And so we knew he was going to go through some stuff with Felix Verdejo. And obviously, a lot of people felt like Verdejo was back, right? He got a knockout his previous fight. You know, you always have that, you always give that, to
Can I tell you guys a secret?
tell us.
I never believed in Verdejo.
Really?
Called him El Diamante. I'm like, But I did like this fight by Verdejo. I was becoming a believer. The first couple rounds, I'm like, dude, I look so stupid for that prediction I gave last. Dude, I was like, fuck, dude. I was like, damn. I'm like, dude, I look bad right now because the first round it looked like Nakatani was gonna get knocked out.
Yeah.
And then Verdejo has some serious power, some serious speed, some serious timing. And Nakatani did not look good after that first knockdown.
Mm-hmm.
And I was worried, man.
Like,
I was like, damn, we look stupid right now. We look so dumb because we really hyped him Nakatani last week. And he was that first round, I don't know how he got up, fought back, got clipped a couple more times, made it through the round. It was, I think he made it through halfway through that first round, hurt, came back, got clipped a couple more times, went down twice in the fight.
Yeah.
And dude was just in it the whole time. No matter how hard he got hit, how hard he went down, he still looked okay enough to make me believe that he might get a knockout. But it was looking very difficult in those last few rounds. It was a 10-rounder.
Yeah.
So I was starting to not believe, man. And I was starting to become, little by little, a fan of Verdejo in this fight. I thought if he would have continued to box, instead of loading up on every punch, he would have won. But hats off to Nakatani, man.
Yeah.
Beast.
See, the first one I thought it was more of a, quote unquote flash. I did see him a little hurt, but I was like, nah, he's gonna grind it out. That second knockdown, I was like, fudge. I was like, man, yeah, we look dumb. Then,
See, even Sean says, and Sean was here with us, and he also leaned with Nakatani, but he said he didn't expect it to go down like that, and that'll count that prediction as a win. I kind of felt like that at the end too, because I'm like, I didn't expect Verdejo to like rock him this many times like that. But respect to both, man.
And I mean, obviously, we saw you saw the Robesi, you saw that explosiveness earlier, so you kind of you felt that also from Verdejo. So you're like, oh man, if he doesn't knock him out like on this fourth, he's gonna get him like in the fifth, sixth. But then you saw that fifth and sixth round, and you saw Nakatani just like being patient and just turning it around. I was very shocked how Nakatani just dropped him with the
Kamasaki Nakatani. Good one, Jesus.
Yeah, I was very surprised that he dropped him with the jab,
Yeah. But he seemed like he was hurt already, man. That jab was fucking crazy. I even told my brother, was that a jab? Because he saw Verdejo fall back.
Yeah.
His head,
yeah.
It was crazy how he went down.
Yeah, but obviously, combination of being tired and being already touched up, and then that jab just landing like right on the button. But damn, that was. Yeah, I was feeling it too. I was like, man, like the fourth round, I was like, we're gonna look dumb. But
yeah, dude, I was like, man, I was so disappointed. I was like, man, I had my head down. I was like, man,
because
I was like, I was already planning it. I'm like, next podcast, I'm gonna go in and pretend like it didn't happen. I'll be like, oh yeah, Verdejo won, Berlanga won as well.
Play it off. That's the thing. We kind of felt like when Verdejo is under pressure, he tends to. I don't want to say fold, but the pressure he succumbs to that pressure.
Which he was looking very good in this fight because every time he was getting rocked, he was still fighting back and looking dangerous. So I'm like, okay, maybe Verdejo turned that corner. Maybe he's a new, more mature fighter. Kind of like when Anthony Joshua got rocked and lost. I'm like, okay, maybe Verdejo learned from it, and maybe that loss brought something out of him that he didn't think he had before.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, unfortunate for all the Puerto Rican fans, man. All the Boricuas, they got the Berlanga win.
Yeah.
It would have been cool for them to get that Verdejo win against a tough opponent.
Yeah.
Nakatani is a problem at 135, I believe. Now everyone's saying that Teofimo Lopez win looks a lot better, a lot tougher, a lot harder against this guy because Teofimo, he struggled in the sense that he didn't really hurt him. He didn't dominate him, but he won most of the rounds.
Yeah. To me, I think Verdejo against other opponents, he would have gotten the W. He was in there with
yeah.
he was in there with, again, like we talked about, that spirit that someone mentioned on the comments. It's just that samurai, warrior, like, just man, just it's that spirit that you go down. If you go down, you get very discouraged. Not this guy. And I don't know if you saw it in the post-fight interview. He's still very calm, like very.
Yeah. I thought he was going to pass out because he was so tired. I saw him drinking water. You're talking about Nakatani, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw him just drinking water. I'm like, this dude wants to pass out. But nah, he was chilling.
Yeah. So it's. Yeah.
Man.
He was in there with a tough dude, and yeah.
Respect to both of them, man. I feel like Verdejo's stock doesn't drop too much as far as like the contending fights. Top Rank was probably going to give him a big fight after this, I'm sure. They could have made that Puerto Rico against Honduras fight, Teofimo, right? That would have been a good fight for Teofimo. It's a name because Verdejo is popular. A lot of Puerto Ricans really believed in him. But yeah, man, Nakatani beast. His face was always the same.
Yeah.
After a knockdown, his face was the same. After him getting a knockdown, knocking down Verdejo, his face was the same. After getting rocked, his face was the same. After the win, his face was the same.
Yeah.
Post-fight interview, his face was the same.
Yeah, I think
It's like he had a mask on.
in the 135 division for Japan, he's like ranked number 3. I think Ito and somebody else is ahead of him, but I could see him being number 2, maybe even number 1 after performances on Nakatani. After performances against Theo and Verdejo, I think you can make a case for being number 1, but we'll see. Can't wait to see who they match him up against next. So
and Jesus says he did go to the hospital after. Yeah, he went to the hospital.
Right.
And guess what? His face looked the same. He looked unbothered.
Shoot.
I know you guys can't see it on your screen, but you can see it through your phones. Sean says he's a legit Puerto Rican. Yep, he put a Puerto Rico flag. Yeah. And DNA says so. Yeah, he's a Boricua. Sean.
Oh, Sean. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to change his name to something else.
What is Sean in Spanish?
I was trying to think of it, but I got stuck.
It's Sean.
Yeah, Sean Boricua. ¿Qué pasó, hermano? I'm going to speak to him in Spanish now, too. But, yeah, man, that was that very exciting fight. One of the top performances of the year, man. Obviously, tough to beat Tyson Fury against Deontay Wilder for when you think about the best fights of the year or top performances. Obviously, Chon Cepeda against Baranchik was... Both of them did their part in that fight. But Nakatani, man, beast.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch him again. Even if the film a rematch wouldn't be like so crazy to think about.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I like him. I like him.
Another Boricua that you couldn't go to the bathroom. You couldn't.
The monster.
Skip a beat.
So Comics Bed just put an accent.
An accent? Just put an accent on Sean. Yeah. So to his countryman, Edgar, the monster, Berlanga. This time he kind of had it kind of close, right? The round was ending.
You know what, dude? I'm not gonna lie. This fight was on ESPN, right?
Yeah.
I missed it.
Did you? You went to the bathroom?
Or... you can say so. No, because you know how the undercard was on ESPN Plus?
Yeah.
And then there was like a football game.
Yeah.
So I forgot what else I was watching. That it was like 10 minutes left in the half. I think they play halves in college football. It was like 10 minutes left. So I'm like, this is probably 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Cool. So when I went back to ESPN, the fight was over. He was walking out of the ring already. And I'm like, he did it again. He freaking did it again.